Hi everybody, welcome back to another virtual test drive. My name's Sam Turpinning. I'm with Cable Dahmer Buick GMC in Independence, Missouri. I'm one of the product specialists here, and today we are taking a look at the 2019 Buick Regal Sportback. It's kind of a nice take on the Buick Regal. Instead of having a traditional trunk, it opens up at the top of the roof instead of down by where the traditional trunk would be, and since it opens up so much wider, then you have a lot more access to storage space and the availability of the storage space, because your back seats can now lay down on a 40-20-40 split, allowing you for more room if you need it. And you can actually lay down that middle row and fit things like skis or poles or maybe blueprint tubes or whatever you might need for those longer, thinner items in between the seats back there. And then you can still sit your two people on each side of the car. So it's nice. So you still have all the room in the car, and you have a lot more storage availability to it as well. They've added a new trim level as well to the Regal. They now have included the Avenir trim, which is what this one in particular is, to the Buick Regal. The Avenir is a newer trim level for Buick, and it's marketed a lot like the Denali trim for GMC is. It is considered the pinnacle peak of luxury for the brand. Really, because of that, for the Sportback, you have two different top-tier trim levels for the car. You have the GS model, which is going to be sport-oriented with a V6 in it instead of the turbocharged four-cylinder. And then you have the Avenir, which focuses much more on luxury. It has a unique stitching pattern in the seat. Of course, your seats are perforated to give it kind of a nice, different look to it. This one in particular has heated seats, heated steering wheel, forward collision alert, and lane departure warning systems on it. And then, of course, as well, some of the new standard features on the Buicks as well are features like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is a nice touch. I think it comes standard on all of the vehicles nowadays. And all you got to do is plug in your phone, and it'll display your phone screen up here on the display for just ease of use and functionality for your phone for anything you might need to do with it. So the Regal as a whole it's available in two different drivetrain options. So you're going to have front wheel drive, which the motor on the front wheel drives produce 250 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. And then you have an all-wheel drive variant, which still produces 260 or 250 horsepower. However, it actually produces 295 pound-feet of torque, like the old Regals did. The reason the front-wheel drive models make a little bit less is only because manage the torque steer a little bit better, giving you better control and handling of the car. Buicks, of course, are known for their quiet tuning technologies in the vehicle, so your front glass is going to be double paned with insulation in between the two, which allows for less outside noise whenever something drives by. So the interior of your car is quieter. They also have additional sound deadening materials used between the dashboard and the engine bay of the vehicle, and in the doors and the floor as well, to help reduce noise. The big feature that they have of it is a system called active noise cancellation. So there's microphones in these vehicles, such as here and a couple more throughout the car. They pick up outside noises, so maybe the bass of a car driving by or the wheel well noise of the car you're in, and it helps reduce the overall noise coming from outside of the vehicle to help keep the vehicle quiet on the inside. Those microphones, they pick up sound waves which go up and down and then through the speakers of the car, even when the radio's muted like it is right now. Fires out that opposite frequency, and it helps reduce the interior noise on the inside of the vehicle. The new Regal is actually available in a couple different trim levels on these new ones. Like I had mentioned earlier before, you have the GS and the Avenir models up on the top end, but you also have a preferred and an Essence trim now, which is quite nice. So it kind of gives another angle to the new Regal, to where you have a preferred trim which offers it with cloth seats and a much more affordable price than some of the older Regals where they started out with. And then of course you have the Essence, which was the equivalent to the old leather groups, which will have standard leather and heated seats and dual climate control in them. The warranty on a Buick is going to be a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, as well as a 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty. Now, of course, with Cable Dahmer, we include a free 5-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty. So if you're somebody much like myself who drives quite a bit for a commute for work, it's going to be nice for you. So even if you go over 70,000 miles in those first 60 months of you owning the vehicle, the first 5 years of you owning the car, you don't have to worry about it, because your engine, your transmission, your drivetrain will all be covered for 5 years, no matter how many miles you put on the car. Well, guys, we are back. Thanks for joining me on the test drive today. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact our store. Again, my name's Sam Turpening, and thanks for joining us again, guys. See you next time.